I'm Chris, sitting here with no room. To my right, I got Roy.
Bro, what are you talking about?
And we got a new guest. Go and introduce yourself, sir.
What's up, guys? My name is Josh Abenoja, the founder of Lovely Company, and I'm happy to be here.
Nice. So, yeah, we're going to get into a little bit about your company, talk a little mental health, some sports, some music. Should be a good show.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Well, definitely.
So, right now, we got the game going on, Dallas versus Clippers. Who do y'all have going? Who do y'all have winning this series right now, or this round?
Roy, you go first.
I have the Mavs.
I think I'm going for the Clippers because, I think I am a Spurs fan, so Kawhi wasn't a Spurs, so I got to keep my roots.
You know what's funny, though? Like, we're in San Antonio, and you'd be surprised how few Spurs fans we get on the show.
It's not the people that come on the show. They're not really from San Antonio.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Come on, like
that's true because I'm actually from the Philippines, not
Nice.
from San Antonio. So
How long have you been there, or how long were you there before you came here?
I moved there when I was like 11 years old.
Really?
So
you moved there?
I
From
moved
here?
here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
from the Philippines.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it was a culture shock for sure.
Nice. So
America.
Did you have to learn a different language, or did
Yes,
you already have
most definitely. I was put in a private school
it? Okay.
in the Philippines, so we had to learn English. But I think right now, the second language is English. So
Okay.
yeah.
So really wasn't that hard of an adjustment language wise?
It was.
Really?
It was an
I
adjustment.
mean, I would still think like hearing different accents or words and stuff is still like
Can y'all hear my accent?
No.
See, some people are like, I can hear your accent, but I'm like, I can't hear it.
Nah.
But no, I used to have like a thick accent like 6 years ago, like
Okay.
really from the Pacific Islands. for
That's
sure.
pretty cool. So with English, is it more like when you were learning it there, is it more proper or like more articulate? Like what's the difference like language wise?
It for sure didn't have
y'all.
Bad words?
yeah, it for sure didn't have lingo for sure, you know what I'm saying? There's no for show or you know what I'm saying? Or like everybody I say, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
definitely like a textbook English type, you
Okay.
know, like yeah, but still like I can't English is hard still for me.
Really?
Not hard like I have to think of actually sometimes I'll be like, am I saying the same things?
Yeah.
Since you're closer to Europe over there, right? Do you learn spelling from like American English, or because there's different words and whatnot?
No, yeah, there's
Like, what do you mean?
there's like a traditional English in
Yeah.
Europe, and then there's our English
Like
here.
spelling
Yeah.
is different?
Yeah, Europe has some words and stuff like that are different.
No, I definitely learned it from America.
Okay.
Yeah, like
That's interesting.
Yeah.
because I think
that's why people say we're spoiled, man. Because we can go to a lot of countries and
yeah.
we can get by visiting.
because
But
it
we
is
expect them to know English when they come here and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one of the main things that like what I really want to talk about is like there's a lot of when I came to America, from a third world country, of course you're gonna expect this is the standard of living. This is what you're supposed to like. This is what a lot of people work hard on. Not just from
Right.
the Philippines, from Mexico, from everywhere around the world. And I think what I've learned being in America is like we don't have a lot of courtesy for people. There's a lot of individualism,
Right.
Yeah.
versus like an example from like Japan versus America. Like just like culture wise.
Okay.
In Japan, they think about others first before themselves. But in America, mostly we think about us first and what will benefit us first. No, like in the beginning of COVID, like the mask thing.
Yeah.
That's already an example, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. So,
I got you.
A lot of people are like, "Nah, I'm not doing a mask."
Yeah, I mean that's a good example as far as like people being more concerned about themselves as far as I don't want to wear a mask or I feel like I'm okay and not really worried about spreading it and stuff like that. So I mean I think that's a good example. Keeping to sports, did y'all have a lot of is sports really big over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant was hella big over there.
Is D Wade close?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I heard
because
he's popping over there.
Yeah, he is. But Kobe Bryant was the black Jesus. Of
Really?
us, because Michael Jordan was the black
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, we praise Kobe Bryant a lot.
That's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
I do see. So I'm in a mass group that has there's a Filipino mass group too. It's crazy how there's international following everywhere.
Because we have our own basketball association over there.
Yeah.
It's called PBA.
Isn't that the one? What's his name? Not Pacquiao, right?
I think
He's in a league over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's like it's Pacquiao.
But, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So
He does everything. He's a mayor.
yeah,
or
he's a
something.
mayor.
He
Yeah,
has a
he's
basketball
still,
league.
Yep, he's
he
still a
knocks
mayor.
people out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's still
Like,
boxing.
You know,
They announced a new fight. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing whatever.
you know, five people at night, sign documents in the morning.
yeah, like he's a mayor, but he's still fighting.
right.
That's a big extreme.
right.
But yeah, and then with sports, so we got the NBA playoffs. It's already starting. I don't think has Denver been announced. They're playing the Grizzlies, right, in the first round. Or Utah? No, I think it's Utah, right?
No,
I think it's still pending, right?
No,
Because I
nothing's
thought
pending anymore.
Grizzlies knocked off the Warriors,
Mhm.
so
and then
they're
Grizzlies.
they're in eighth.
Yeah, Grizzlies battling the first seed. So Utah.
So
Okay, so it is
Utah.
Denver
Okay.
plays Portland.
Okay, so it's gonna
Okay.
be Utah versus Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, cool.
Utah, Grizzlies, Suns, Lakers, and then Portland, Trailblazers, and Clippers maps.
I can't wait for the finals. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All right, so this is our little bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have coming out the first round with Jazz and
Grizzlies.
Mavs?
Wait, Jazz.
So
and-
you're assuming that Jazz
I
and
mean,
Mavs
Jazz and
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
You know, I think I'm a very big guy for rooting for the little guy, so the rookie, Jam Morant, my boy Jam Morant.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Jazz.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Jazz.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go Grizzlies.
Yeah.
You see, this is what he
I'm
does.
gonna go Grizzlies.
This is what he does. This is
I'm
what
gonna
he
go
likes to
Grizzlies.
do. This is why I need the headphones on.
And then Clippers versus Mavs. Who y'all got coming out of the first round?
Mavs.
I got Mavs as well.
Clippers.
Yeah, Clippers. I
This
just
is
don't like
also
'em.
this is also the only series I think that's gonna in the West that's gonna go 7 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna go 7.
I think it's gonna go 7 games.
West is stacked.
Yeah.
It's crazy stacked.
And then you got Denver and Portland. Who you got?
I got Denver.
I got Portland.
Portland. Dame time.
Yeah, I got Portland. Man, it'll be good for him and Russ to get a ring before they retire, but I don't
Right.
think that's gonna happen.
You don't think so?
I don't see it.
Oh my god, Dame does deserve
Yes,
a ring though.
those are
for
like
sure.
top players in my
Mhm.
opinion. And then you got Suns and Lakers.
I got Suns.
Lakers. I got Lakers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Lakers on that one, buddy. And then first round in the East, you got 76ers and Wizards.
76ers.
That's an easy one. Who you
The
got?
East is easy.
76ers. 76ers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 76ers. This is where Westbrook can't go no further.
But like I said, Westbrook still needs the
Yeah.
ring though.
I think he's the most athletic
Mhm.
point guard in the
Right
game
now.
right now.
Yep.
But some
Yep.
people disagree.
He's gonna be a Karl Malone.
It is what it is.
No ring.
Mm.
Charles Barkley, no ring. He's
Mhm.
gonna. It's gonna be one of those.
Mhm.
And then you got Hawks versus Knicks.
I think that's gonna be one of the best matchups in the East.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
I've
be
been
good.
saying that. 'Cause-
They're pretty even.
Mhm.
They're pretty. The only downfall is that the Knicks ended the season on such a good streak.
Mhm.
The Hawks ended the season and they had some
Mhm.
not big injuries, but some people set out games.
Mhm.
They had some losses in the season, so that might play a role in it. But I see the Knicks coming out of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got the Knicks.
Because two things about the Knicks. Knicks have been underplayed. You know,
Yeah.
people have been sleeping. And the last thing is D Rose.
Yeah,
So
D Rose is good. They got the
Orlando's been killing it.
most improved player of the year. Been an impressive team. That's a good team.
mhm.
And then you got Bucks and Heat.
I'm gonna take Bucks.
I'm gonna take Heat.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Who
Bucks.
won today?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
know
know
they
Heat
played
didn't
today.
win. The Heat didn't win.
Okay, so Bucks won that one.
Yeah,
And then Nets versus Celtics.
Nets. I think that's a sweep.
Nets.
I don't think it's a sweep.
That's a sweep.
I think Celtics get a game off of.
You think so?
Yeah, they've been disappointing today. I had them coming out of the East this year,
Mhm.
but boy did they
Man, what are those
disappoint me.
Heat jerseys? I thought it was the Pacers.
I thought that was the
Yep.
Lakers.
I thought it was the Pacers.
Because
dude.
from the past,
Like-
you know, Celtics have shown that they can't really last a 7-game series.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with them. They've had COVID issues this year as well,
Mhm.
but I don't know. They always seem to get close but still underperform.
And this year's even worse because at least every year, they perform in the regular season, get a good seed, and then fall apart.
Right.
It looks like they fell apart during the regular season.
Yeah.
Just made it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just think it's and for that roster, they're really underperforming for that roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think LeBron and Lakers are gonna have the hardest road to get to the finals versus if the Nets get there. Because once the Nets get to the second round, then it'll start getting harder.
Bro, Denver's going to be if Lakers win, Denver's going to be a tough match for them.
The Nuggets,
Yeah,
like last year.
they're going to be a tough match for them.
But Joel, what do y'all think about Joel Embiid? I feel like he deserves a ring. No,
Nah, he's
not yet.
He's coming into his own this season,
Okay.
but he has a lot of other seasons where he hasn't really lived up to his
Yeah.
his,
Mm.
min-
Give
his
me
stature.
2 or 3 seasons like this, then we talk.
Yeah, he
Then-
needs some more consistency. I
Yeah,
think
true.
Dame and Westbrook, they've shown consistency, and even Harden, where I would put them above Embiid right now. I want to be a fan of Harden, but he's at the Nets right now, so it's a conflict
That's
of
a no.
interest. Yeah, it's a no for me. And then let's see what else we got here as far as sports. Do you think if LeBron wins a ring this season, does this put him over Jordan, or do you have him over Jordan right now?
I do.
I think he's over Jordan now, right now,
Oh,
for
nothing-
sure.
Nothing
Yeah.
else to talk about.
Because Jordan had a lot of help,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Nobody. wants to
LeBron's
admit
last
that.
year in the Cavs. Come on,
They don't. I hate the 6-0 argument in the championship. I'm like, did he play 6 years only? Like, what are we talking?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
is that all you count? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You're giving X's to LeBron for making it that far.
yeah.
And he had Pippen, he had Rodman.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then, what are your thoughts on Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
He has a lot of opinions about a lot of stuff. He has a lot of shenanigans. He sages places before he hoops now.
He talks about mental health.
He takes mental health days.
I think I had to talk about this with my brother specifically.
Okay.
And I feel like personally, there's a lot of things going on around the world right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like him being the outcast and taking the responsibility of like not just speak out, but also like do good for others in the way of like, like people can like that one interview he said, oh, people can have bad days. We're just human. And I'm sure it's not just him that's feeling that too. That's why discussing mental health is very important because, just us men from birth, we've been taught to,
Push
shut
it
it,
in, like done.
push it aside,
Yeah.
move forward. But really, it's about that time we really start discussing mental health. And that's what I respect Kyrie Irving for, like he's not just influencing people inside the basketball court, but also outside the basketball court. And also the sage part, I think that's bad. I think that's very cool.
Yeah.
You can cuss. It's
Oh,
cool.
okay. I think that's badass.
I heard the cut out there. Yeah.
Because I feel like he's the same mindset as the coach for the Bulls.
Right now, the coach right now, or
No. The same.
Is that Phil Jackson you're thinking of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Phil-
a cool dude.
Yeah, exactly. And Phil Jackson was about, influencing the Indian circle, meditating.
yeah,
And I feel like Kyrie Irving is like, putting that on the table. Because like LeBron, he spends a lot of money on his physical.
Mhm.
Like, what was it, like $1 million
yeah,
a
it's like
year?
$1 million.
And if I'm sure he's going through a lot of things, and if he just like LeBron, if he can just talk about mental health, a lot of people listen too. But with Kyrie Irving, it just in the inside perspective of the basketball court, it's like, oh, you only won one ring. LeBron only gave you that ring.
But do you think Kyrie does it the right way, or is there a right or wrong way? Because that's where a lot of us
Okay.
have the discussion. It's not like the way he talks, but I feel like he says something, then the next day it's something else, or he's just over it.
I definitely feel how you feel of like, because of course there's an argument of like you have responsibilities. This
Yeah.
is your job.
Yeah,
And I do understand that point of like him skipping practices and just going to where did he go, like his sister's birthday.
yeah.
or whatever.
He hit up Toronto during
and
COVID
without a
protocol.
mask, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's not that's unresponsible and that's unprofessional too.
Yeah.
But even when he took his first break, that was like 2-3 weeks. Reports came out saying he didn't even communicate with the team. So if I'm sure he's going through something, whatever what it is. It's just I think the negative impact is that I don't know if he's doing it right by not communicating with people.
I'm sure there's a right and there's also a wrong too. You know, we gotta take both sides of the swords. I'm sure like there's a lot of miscommunication and there's not a communication established. You know, because like connecting to us like as men, we like to run away from problems. We don't like to talk it out. You know, so that's what I'm saying. If we're taught in the very, very beginning of our childhood that it's okay to feel like this, bro. It's okay to cry. We cry as men. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody's more, I guess, in tune of like, oh, he must be going through something. But then again, there's also a job. You know, being
right.
in the NBA is a lot of responsibilities, a lot of money involved. So
do you think like culture plays a big role in that? Because I know growing up in Hispanic household, it was more like just move on. Like, move on to the next thing.
Like don't even talk about it. Just laugh about it. Make a joke. Well, definitely. I completely believe that Mexican culture and Philippine culture is very similar. You know, we're very Spanish influenced, and I think not also just in our communities. I feel like in the African American communities as well. I feel like just men in general in all cultures are taught in the very beginning of like don't. Like I mean, like for y'all, like what was said to y'all, like when y'all were kids?
Yeah, kind of like like hold your emotions in, just
exactly.
be a man, stuff like that.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing with men in general that's kind of put out there. So I think it's like just a gender thing more than anything. And then
that's both ways, man. Gender wise for in general, and then culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you ever feel like people use mental health as like a crutch sometimes, or do you? Because I get to the point where people say mental health, and there's people that I genuinely feel like they're telling the truth. Then there's other people where I'm like, you're just saying that.
Yeah, I completely believe sometimes people, there's a certain extent, like people would use "I'm depressed" and such like.
Yeah.
Like the word depressed is so common now.
Right.
Which it shouldn't be. You're just sad.
Yeah.
And that's okay to be sad. But when you're depressed and that's why I really went to this show and really tell not just to y'all but like for the viewers too, like I've been through like certain things that really step back and really like, wow, mental health is very important.
Yeah. Right.
Because individually, like we go through so much, not just in the 3D world as in like bills and all of that, but like mentally we think 24/7, and with that 24/7, have those hours, I'm sure it's spent on doubting ourselves. It's spent on like the future or the past, stressing about it, which, and that's why it's with mental health, like really like it's okay to talk about those things and feel okay about it. And that's what, and connecting to what we were saying, like I'm telling y'all right now, like really like, like depression is a real thing. And with us talking about it more, like, let's just be more cautious about it. And being this month of May, Mental Health Awareness Mental Health Awareness Month is very real. And I forgot the percentage, but it was more than 50% that most suicide rate is from men.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's very crazy.
That's wild.
That's wild. And start saying I love you more, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, compliment each other more. Like, literally, like, what...
This dude can't take a compliment, man.
Hey, I like your shirt, bro.
Thank you.
I like your hat, man.
He wants more than thank you. I'm like, no. I'm in a relationship.
I give you a compliment. You comment, you're like, what do you want? I'm like, damn, like, I ain't asking for nothing.
He grabbed my arm. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, relax.
Take me on a date. Dang.
No. And then switching the music, Young M.A., she dropped a new album called Off the Yak. Do you listen to rap a lot? Or
I listen to rap a lot. I listen to a lot of things. I've been influenced by beautiful black music since I was
Nice.
a kid. So,
Yeah.
but I don't listen to Young M.A. Just letting you know that.
Well, that's
You
good.
ain't missing much.
That's good. Definitely, you're putting your time in the right place. I
Yeah.
definitely didn't like this album. First song was good, but then it was downhill from there. I think.
Like the only thing that were the first song was.
I
Really
think
good.
with her career right now, she's with the likes of like Young Boosie, like lesser tier rappers. You know, she's not like a premier artist in my eyes
She
anymore.
for sure had her time.
Oh, yeah.
but she just didn't constantly.
She ain't capitalized.
her
Right.
skills really contradict her lyrics. Because
Yeah.
all her lyrics is that how great she is. She can pull anyone she wants, and it's just like
It's not even just how great she is how well she can adapt with the time.
Yeah,
but-
her music is the same. It has
I told Chris today, like that intro song, I forgot the name of it. That's probably one of the best beats I've heard in the last couple of years. Like it
I need
is
to
a
listen to it,
great
yeah.
beat, and then she came and ruined that shit, man.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't like it at all.
So I gave that one like a 2. It's not
Okay.
better than Big Crit. It's not good at all.
But you gotta like have more respect to him still. Like, have you re-listened to him at all?
No, I got better things to do. So yeah, so definitely don't listen to that if y'all got time. And then Sneed Harnett, or what'd you think about the album? I didn't even ask you.
And I gave it a 4.
It's better than Crit.
Bro, I gave Crit like a 7. I don't know why you keep saying for me is it better than
That's
Crit.
wild.
For you, I don't know. Like I gave that one I gave Crit a 7 or 8, whatever that was.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. That was so long ago. We still carry that, but I gave it a 4.
yeah.
There was 4 good songs off it. She got lucky. She got points out of the 4.
Yeah,
And also, this is one of those I can easily listen to the instrumental of it.
yeah. So it's okay. It's not good at all. Actually, don't listen to it. And
okay.
then
Not worry.
yeah, no. And then I was supposed to listen to Sneed Harnett. It's called "Ready Is Always Too Late." It's an R&B album. Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love an R&B
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
I should definitely listen to that after this for sure.
What did you think of it?
Listen it from the interlude on.
Okay.
So like the last 4 or 5 tracks, they were
Okay.
really good. The first kind of 56%, extremely average. It was nothing unique about it in my eyes. She did have Earth Gang on there that helped,
I saw that,
but
did that blend well?
yeah, it blended well.
Okay.
But extremely average R&B album. And then we talked about this before, where I think R&B artists, they have like a good space just because it's really hard to make a bad R&B album. Because you can sing, if you have decent lyrics, it's always going to be, it's okay. Because the music and all that just puts you in a mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's always going to be okay. And it was just one of those just extremely average. I gave it a 6. It's just,
It can be,
It's-
it can be like average lyrics, but the way, because with R&B, it's rhythm and blues, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
And with rhythm and blues, you're supposed to feel it.
Yeah,
you
the
know, like,
music was good. She never like she never really like bolted out or anything. So, but it was just it's an average album. Earth Gang. The features is what made everything better
Yeah.
because she had Earth Gang and a couple more. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
sometimes the features be carrying.
Yeah. Definitely does.
definitely.
It was definitely.
So I was supposed to listen to that, but I ended up listening to the Black Keys. I know that came out. It's called Delta Cream.
That came out last week, right?
Delta
Yeah.
sounds nice.
Came out on May 14th. So I saw that one, so I ended up listening to that instead. And it's like, it's under blues, but it's like not a sad blues album. It's they have the blues music vibe, you know, but the vocals on it is pretty good. So I definitely suggest listening to that. Right now, it's my favorite. That's what I've been listening to a lot so far. So yeah, that one's up there. I haven't rated it yet because I haven't gone through it fully. But yeah, it's good.
The only other new album from this week I listened to is Olivia.
I saw that, but
I listened to it because she has
Olivia
like,
Rodrigo. right?
Yeah, she already has 2 top 10 Billboard hits, and like she's really popular in the social media platform.
is that the girl with the ID song?
Yes.
Okay.
Driver's license.
Driver's
Yeah, I was listening to
So,
that on accident. It's okay.
She dropped the album. My daughter knows her. She was in a Disney show, so she's,
Yeah,
I
she
guess
was
she's
in
one
a-
of the more Disney.
She was in a High School Musical.
Yeah,
remake.
High School Musical. There
Oh,
you
the
go.
remake.
Yeah. So and then like I said, TikTok blew up like 2 or 3 of her songs. Deja Vu too. She really lyrically, she really catered to her age. So I can't be mad if I didn't connect as much.
It's for her age group.
Yeah. But some of the songs were really good. I liked. I was very surprised the first song. It's by itself on the sounds. It's very Paramore-ish, very like punk rock, and I was like, oh, like this is gonna be interesting. Then it just switched to driver's license. And I was like, that was weird. That's cool though, because that tells me she can do different things.
Yeah.
What is it?
Versatile.
Yeah,
versatility. Yeah.
So, but
I like driver's license. It really reminded me of Billie Eilish. That's who I thought it was originally, but I didn't finish the whole album though.
Deja Vu was good too on that.
Okay.
Like, but my favorite was One Step Forward, Three Steps Back, because I think that's relatable more than anything. Talks about like you try to improve, but you still get setbacks. But I was surprised on that. That's the first album in a long time that I listened to with my daughter. So it was cool. We both listened to it. She was telling me what she thought about it too. So, but yeah, I think it's good for whatever
the age group, like I said.
Teens, like I don't know, because those Disney people always trick you because
the Gen Zs.
Because I don't think the 18 to 20-year-olds are watching Disney High School Musical, but you got the preteens, young teens, but her music, so it's...
Is Disney still a channel anymore, or is it just all streaming?
I don't have cable, so I don't know. But Disney's still a channel.
That's a good question.
Like, I don't know anybody with cable anymore, and I know they have a full streaming platform now, and they're taking majority of their stuff off of other places.
That's a good question.
I don't even know.
I don't have cable.
No, I don't know anybody with cable. Cable's the new antenna. That our grandparents
I have
used to
antennas
use.
in every TV in my house.
Really?
Antennas? Well, you live like...
Well, no, because all the local channels, you get them. Like, the news, Fox, and there's nothing wrong. I like having that option, especially football season. Football season's on all local channels.
He lives in a bunker, too. So
I mean, how are you going to watch football if you don't have cable?
True.
YouTube TV?
You pay for that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the price of cable. It's like $65.
I don't know about that.
Wait,
yeah.
YouTube TV is $65?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like $60.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I have Philo, which is $20.
What's Philo?
It's a streaming service. So I get like 60 channels,
Is
but
it
it's
illegal?
channels that no, it's good. Yeah, it's $20 a month. And the cool thing though, since I have T-Mobile, it's $10 a month for it. So I'm like, that's good. That's all I pay. But antenna, yes, football season, because all football games are on local channels.
All of them?
Cowboys. Yes, they have all of them.
That's pretty cool.
That's how you know he doesn't watch football.
I don't watch football.
No, like,
Yeah, he does.
I watch certain games, but not
But
all
you
the
making
games.
picks? But you making picks?
Yeah, those games I watch. So you have a company that you own. Tell us a little more about that.
So, so cool. Lovely Company really came out of, to be honest, like an idea from the shower.
Okay.
It's good that we're talking about mental health because this connects to Lovely Company. And when I found out Lovely Company, I was going through a lot of, mental health issues. Just a lot of like life issues too. Went through a lot of things, went through bad relationships with, not just my friends, but my family as well.
Yeah.
And, with that, I've really honed to the words that Kanye was saying in an interview. And he was saying, you don't fight hate with hate. You fight hate with love.
Mm-hmm.
And, Muhammad Ali was saying the same thing. Gandhi was saying the same thing. And, so with having those thoughts, just like, wow, like, how can I create something that will make people feel good about themselves?
Right.
And, I was like, okay, what's my passion? Dance, food, And at first, about last year, it started off as a plate sale. And there will be notes on the plates.
Oh, nice.
Yes, there will be notes on the plates. Ha ha. And then COVID happened. And now we're at actually phase 2, which is, a dance. It's just a dance team.
Yeah.
And shout out to my people from Lovely Company. And so with Lovely Company, we're really in tune with mental health and just really in courteous of people's lives. So with our first doing is like, let's throw a monthly free event, free classes for people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go through a lot of things, and that's including money. And with us providing a space to just, okay, don't have to spend money. You can take this class and you can leave your bullshit outside the door. You just worry about this.
Yeah.
So this is like Lovely Company is like a therapy space for now just dancers in San Antonio, but in the future we are trying to expand in that horizon. And yeah, that's what Lovely Company is for now. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool because I see in your IG you do every Monday.
Mental Health Mondays, yes.
Okay.
In 2 days, Monday, yeah. We do that.
So how does the dancing work? Is it more like free form? Is it specific types of dancing?
So we are providing advanced hip hop choreography,
Okay.
and
So they,
you
can
can
old people do it?
anyone is welcome
They're
because
advanced.
everyone is a Lovely Company. Yes. Yeah. So we're really trying to provide the most positive
Yeah.
vibes, not just from dancing, but from everything, like a lot of people look at us not just because we're talented of like, oh, we're good in dancing, but no, like they're more focused on the environment that we create during these events. And it's really special. It has people come to me saying like, look, I really appreciate this. I'll be going through a lot, and not having to spend money, because that like $10 to $12, bro. You can buy a rotisserie chicken and a pound of rice.
Facts.
That can feed a family for a night.
Yeah.
So them having not to worry about that. Okay, cool. Lovely Companies tonight. I don't have to pay anything. All I have to do is show up.
Yeah.
So we provide that mental freedom just for people, and I really appreciate the turnout. Because one thing is like before we start class, I actually tell people to grab markers, and we do this every class, guys. And this started from my daily thing doing to myself. So
Okay.
what we do is we have to write 3 positive affirmations about ourselves and write it on the mirror.
Okay.
So while we're dancing, you can see your words
Nice.
on the thing. So like for an example, starting with myself, I am unique. I am positive. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So with that, people are like, wow, because 2 people have come to me like, dang, I really needed that, because this connects to our topic earlier. In 24/7 we think a lot,
Yeah.
and half of those we doubt ourselves. So with this positive affirmation, this really it's not just helping you in the dance thing, but it helps you outside the studio. Because now, because every time I tell them, look, you got to start be really kind to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like start complimenting yourself more.
Yeah.
Instead of like, man, I don't look good today. Oh, my hair is not right. Versus like, dang, my hair is looking different today. Yeah, I'm feeling different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really what Lovely Company is for. Just really providing that sacred space, that egoless space.
Yeah.
That non-toxic space. And I think people really have captivated in that atmosphere, and I'm so excited for the future too.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a place where it's hard to beat yourself up at, because
Yes.
like you're dancing in a mirror, and even if you're feeling bad, you're still reading the words
Exactly.
and seeing yourself while
Not,
you're reading it.
not just your words, everybody's words.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So you were in the shower. How did you like put this together? Because I know you said originally it was like foods that you
Yeah,
were
it
doing,
was,
the notes and stuff.
Well, as a kid, I've always had the itch to like be an entrepreneur for some reason. Do my own thing, like make my own thing. So
Right.
First, I started off doing my passion, which is cooking,
Okay.
dancing, and fashion. So I started off as a plate thing, selling plates with my own recipes. Yeah. I'll be whipping it up. But yeah, so like we really we just lasted for 2 months, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like a lot of that there was worse things that happened to people during COVID. So that's okay. I can take a fall because I can bounce back 3 times more.
Right.
So with that, I did, and that's what Lovely Company Pocket University was born. I was talking to my good friend Justin Mendoza. We were just talking in my college apartment. Be like, hey, dude, like, it'd be really cool to start a team and just really the main thing that we focus on is love.
Right.
The main core that our decisions is based on is love. You know, not no like, oh, I'm better than you, so I'm this. It's like no, because like I always make sure exactly. It's because like the main thing I'm really like trying to tell people in Lovely Come is like, because what you have, Chris, what you know, sometimes I don't know too.
Right.
And what I know, sometimes you don't know.
Yeah.
Same thing to you to you too, Roy. Because like with that, we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Because we're not perfect. We're just human. You know, we're just puzzles.
Yeah.
You know, waiting to be completed.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I think that's my thing on it.
That's pretty dope. So, sticking with the music, so Demi Lovato, she said she's now identifying as non-binary.
Okay.
This was a weird thing for me because I thought it meant one thing, but it doesn't sound like it is, but I still don't fully understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I think it meant like you're not identifying as a boy
As
or
any
girl,
gender, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So did you look into it?
Yeah, and that's
Is that what it means?
yeah.
Okay.
It means you don't identify with one or the other, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because she was saying like them and their was like pronouns she was going to be using.
Yeah.
So I was like, are you using that because you're not identifying as a gender? Like, I didn't know if it was like different for her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's basically she's just not identifying as a specific gender.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about that. I don't really have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing is people that are judging people who don't think the same way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so if I want to call my kid, like, that's my boy or my girl,
Mm-hmm.
my only fear is that we get to a point where people that are identifying as non-binary start to judge people that aren't. You know what I'm saying?
And Roy, I don't know if you were.
No, wait.
Yeah. So like, this connects to the early topics of us being courteous of other people,
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
and that goes both sides, you know, and like, you know, sometimes what that person is doing, sometimes they don't know that you know.
Yeah.
You know, so really like, you know, we are very different people individually, and with being more courteous, we are more tend to like, oh, maybe she's went through something, you know, or maybe he just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
I can inform him. See, there's a lot of things in the society that's going on, and that's lack of informing people without emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know we are like, you know, society right now is a very sensitive because we are going through changes.
Yeah.
You know, people should adapt for sure. And with us just being more courteous, like, look, if he doesn't know it, let's not approach it with initial anger.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
approach it with initial curious, like, oh, okay, like he doesn't know it yet because
Yeah.
maybe the environment he grew up in was different.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, in the culture-wise, Roy, like, you know, like maybe we grew up in different environments and we just taught different things.
Yeah.
And that's why, and I think getting back to Chris saying, it's like she wants to be, that's fine. But it's
Mhm.
also the interaction sometimes because we don't.
Yeah.
It's like do you really know how to address
Yeah.
non-binary?
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Like for me,
No.
just naturally, I'm gonna see Demi, she,
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
just
Right.
naturally.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm
For
not
sure.
thinking when I say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's just thought process.
For sure.
So, and it's just as long as, like you said, it's open to
Mhm.
not explanation, just understanding why we would
Yes.
say she and her.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Right.
Mhm. Open for more understanding and open
Yeah.
for like more communication too.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think
More love.
like a comedian making fun of somebody that's non-binary is more inclusive, or do you think it's exclusive?
Okay.
I would say inclusive, just because comedians make fun of everything.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
but today's society is gonna rip it apart differently.
Yes.
Yeah, but then can you be like, you're being insensitive because it's one like
Mm-hmm.
group
Yeah.
of people, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm.
Like-
It's getting to like, I don't know, like I think comedians right now have not the hardest job, but
They're
like
stepping on eggshells.
The
It's-
trickiest job.
They have the
because
hardest like job when it
Yeah.
comes to like public speaking.
Now it's really gonna be like comedians just making fun of their culture. That's it.
Yeah.
just because that's the only thing.
Or like their life.
Yeah, they're like, because that's the only thing they feel comfortable. I can't say this now. I can't say this
Yeah,
now.
no, today's society is definitely not Def Jam.
No,
it's
You know,
not.
it's,
not.
definitely not
Yeah.
Def Jam.
We can't have Eddie Murphy what he
No.
used to do.
Yeah.
We can't have even like Paul Rodriguez what he used to do
Yeah.
back in the day. We
Yeah.
can't have.
But also
that.
back in the day, we knew less.
right.
Right. So I think, to be honest, I think going to the comedian club, you should already know what's coming for you.
Yeah,
because,
there's that.
dude, like they make fun of everyone. They make fun of Asians, like their
Yeah.
own culture, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like I feel like, and also there's like a silver line because I am, I'm a straight guy. I can't speak for the non-binary voices. but
Right.
This is my opinion, and I feel like there's certain, since we are developing society and we are adapting every day, because I think every day there's things changing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are in the era of fast evolution.
Right.
Crazy. So like, yeah, I think it just really takes time. It just really takes time. Like maybe our grandkids are gonna laugh about it for sure.
Yeah, it'll probably take
Yeah.
a while to get to them.
Right.
and then-
Yeah.
yeah.
It just takes time, and that's humans. We just need to take time. We're not perfect,
Yeah.
but we can learn.
And I think we should get there just because
Right.
if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
once it's appropriate to hear jokes about like that, isn't it more like not knowledge, but like more acceptable for anything to go on?
Most definitely.
Because if
Yeah.
you can't say a joke about it, then that means it's still
Mm-hmm.
new or people uncomfortable with it.
Most definitely, like
Yeah.
this ties into like, I'm just gonna not, well, yeah, this is not a sidetrack. This is actually a connection because
Yeah.
like in the Philippines, homosexuality is very accepted.
Really?
Yes,
I wouldn't have thought that.
yeah, it's very accepted. I've had like 3 gay uncles, 3
Right.
like 2 lesbian aunts, and like guys acting feminine is just a joke. That's just in the culture because we accept homosexuality. That we embrace it, and I think America could get into that level for sure if we just accept and don't blame people for who they are versus like let's accept them for who they are. For
Yeah.
sure.
Did you ever watch the show Pose?
Sounds familiar.
It's like, I don't want to say it's drag, but they're gay men. They dress up as women, and it's like a show about them.
Mhm. Oh, my boy. Shout out to my boy Drew. He does drag shows.
Nice.
It's dope.
So I was watching that show, and it's very, like, I don't know, because you're into fashion too. It's very interesting to watch because I feel like they have some of the best fashion sense.
Yeah,
And it's wild.
I most definitely 300% agree. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes. To be honest, personally, I get more infatuated when gay guys compliment me because they know fashion sense. Like they know
You know
they're
what you're
picky.
talking about.
Like,
You
I'm
know what
hitting today.
saying? Like they're picky and like I
Yeah.
really
It's a big flex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
You won't
'Cause-
believe what I got today.
That's the biggest compliment. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like they have the fashion sense.
Yeah.
Like they know
That's
what
when you
they're
tell
talking
your girl,
about.
You know
yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
wearing monochrome the rest of your life. You gotta
Like,
spice it
ew,
up.
what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Leather? Yeah.
But yeah, I was just watching that show, and it's like a good show if you're like into fashion and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of
Yeah,
it.
I love fashion. Just like, and that's why this connects to like us adapting to new things. Like
Yeah.
like Young Thug wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith wearing a
Jaden
dress,
Smith, yeah.
wearing a skirt,
Yeah.
or A$AP Rocky wearing a unisex dress, or even Harry Styles. And I think that's dope.
Andre 3000 wore one.
Exactly.
It was a kilt, but same.
Exactly, and I think
A lot
It was a-
more
it was
than
a plaid-
a lot of more
plaid
people
dress.
doing the kilts.
Yeah.
and I think that's really badass. That's breaking gender roles. That's
Yeah.
breaking like just forever innovators for sure.
I saw a Young Thug do it first, like
That
the
was-
official
dude.
dress.
Yeah.
And I
When
was
that
like,
happened,
oh wow. And I forgot the album title. That was just so crazy.
it was
Beautiful
Man, that feels like it
Lover
was a
Thugger
long- that
Girl
feels
or
like it
some
was
shit
a
like
long
that.
time ago.
Yeah. And then I saw Jaden do it. I was like, it's been done before. I was just desensitized to
Yeah.
it. I was like, okay. It looked like he was leaving school too.
Mhm.
It was okay.
It's
And
dope.
it's crazy
yeah.
that Willow does the opposite.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like she's more tomboyish?
Yeah.
Eh,
I mean, girls been doing that since
yeah.
like Alicia Keys, like
No,
Sierra.
but it's funny when you see them together because
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then switching to entertainment just in general, Ellen DeGeneres, she's in her show, season 19. She said that I need something new to challenge me. Is this code for like they didn't bullied me out the business, or do you think she's sincerely going to different pastures?
I think it's literally both.
But what happened?
It's always both with this guy.
No, because like at that point when you're not getting the right reception, that's when she probably reevaluated what she's doing. She's okay, it's time for me to.
It happened at a good time too. So there were allegations. It's so petty to me.
Like, still talking about that? Is that you think that stems to this?
Absolutely.
That was like last year.
He doesn't know though. He was asking what's it come from. So there were allegations that she's like a bad manager, like a tyrant. I mean, and then
Beyonce's a tyrant.
Yeah, their reasoning behind it was like, what was it? She was just rude to them, or something.
They're like she expected like perfect. I don't know, something like that.
Making the band, Diddy's a tyrant, you know. But like, I don't see her as like a bad person.
You had a strict boss, like okay, like you know, and she didn't hit you.
Yeah. And that's
she got beautiful blue eyes. Yeah, like she would never.
That's just professionalism.
Yeah,
you know, like in Hollywood, you know, it's expected.
She has a big company, and the allegations weren't anything like outrageous. It was just she hurt my feelings. I mean,
it really was. She hurt my feelings. Yeah. Like the whole article was like, her like being upset if this didn't happen. I'm like. You mean she'd be upset if he didn't do what she told? Like,
yeah. And then it felt like it started getting like just nitpicky because when it happened right around quarantine too, I think. I want to say it
was during little after.
Yeah, because she was
already her show was already not recording because of quarantine.
Well, she started recording at home, and then she made a comment like, it feels like jail. And you understand the metaphor because you're at home. Yeah. You can't leave. And then she got donkey of the day for it, and it was just a big mess. It felt like people were reaching at some point.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of that than her literally wanting to try something different. But to Roy's point, she also has a show I think on Netflix about either buildings or like cooking or something.
Well, she also has a game show also.
Maybe that's what
it is.
Show?
Yeah, and I think it's on Netflix.
How many shows she got?
That's what I just said. I think that's what I was talking about.
Hey, those talk show people, that world, they got 20 jobs, bro. Like Steve Harvey guy, I can see him on every other channel.
Ryan Seacrest was the first person to do this.
Bro, that dude, like, I don't know how that dude fit 30 hours.
That little guy was everywhere.
He was doing his radio show 5 hours in the morning. Went to American Idol. Then did another show. Like, dude,
counted calls, dropped the ball during the New Year's. Like he was probably the trailblazer for all what's happening now.
Yeah.
So with her show ending, who do you think would be a good candidate for like a show like that?
A talk show?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I saw some.
Did she replace?
I don't
Did she take place of Oprah?
No,
because Oprah was like 20-some seasons.
Oprah had her own thing. I saw some talks like Tiffany Haddish. I don't think Tiffany Haddish has the personality for it.
I think that'd be played out real quick. Like, I don't know.
I
don't see it.
I think at this point we need to start looking at YouTube stars.
You think so?
Yes, because that's the next new thing, you know. And with who's gonna replace Ellen in her celebrity?
Right.
No one.
So there were, I feel like, what's the lady's name who was the American Idol? Kelly Clarkson? I feel like she gets suggested for everything, but I don't think that would work either.
But does she have the communication skills?
And you gotta be funny and
you have to have like
some
type of like.
I don't even like that topic of who's replacing her, because it should be who has their own like show, their own style.
That's what I mean.
And like who's gonna just get popular now because people don't have Ellen to watch.
I would go Cameron Diaz for a woman.
Like, is she relevant?
She's retired.
Who's Cameron Diaz?
You know
the actress. Cameron Diaz, bro.
Well,
The Mask,
she's
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the face.
Where Charlie's Angels is old, I guess.
Yeah, she's retired. So
there's something about Mary.
I would go Cameron Diaz, James Corden. I don't know him that well.
He already has, like,
but he's very likable.
He has his own show, right?
He has a night show.
Yeah, like the car karaoke or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He-
That's a full show. I thought those were skits.
Bro, he has his own show. He even does the rap battles on there too.
I thought those were
yeah.
skits.
It's his show.
He made a
That's
show
cool.
out of
See,
that.
No, it's part of his talk show. He
What's
has
his
all
show
these
called?
Oh, he has a talk show.
Did you know? You didn't know
Yeah.
I
that?
thought it was just like
No,
Oh,
he
they
has a
were
talk
skits.
show. It's called
I think
James
it's like
Corden at Night or
like
something.
the late night.
So it is a
goes
late
on
show.
after the late show.
So you
Yeah.
should have a day show and a late show. Just work
But
all
his
day.
show's like really good. I like his show just because he incorporates a lot of musical things.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
he has riff offs, like acapella riff offs. He has the rap battles.
he did
Yeah.
it with
The car
Kanye in
acapella.
the airplane, right? Remember that?
Yeah,
didn't
he
see
did
that
that
one.
one.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
that was dope.
Yeah, that was when Jesus is King was being promoted. He did it with the whole. They rented out the plane, and it was just the whole choir and him and Kanye.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I want to say I remember, but I feel like I'm making it up.
It's
Yeah.
it was a dope video.
Yeah.
you know?
I like when he does the riff offs because he does it. He has one with like Jamie Foxx. He has one with Usher.
Mhm.
So
Jamie Foxx would be a good one to do
I
like
think Jamie
a
Foxx
show.
would be a good one too.
Yeah.
That would be a good.
Yeah,
That
Jamie
would.
Foxx
He has the
be a good one.
chops
Yeah. I
And he's
definitely
likable.
Yeah, definitely.
and
yeah.
he's funny. He's from a comedic elk.
Yeah.
I think he can pull that
I
off.
think that's again to shift his show down, but also I think like his antics fit like the late night vibes.
Who? Jamie Foxx?
No,
oh, James. The
yeah,
James guy.
Corden.
Yeah. And then before we wrap up, what are your thoughts on Kanye West when it comes to mental health? Do you think he fakes it, or do you think he's really like with the
I
community?
think I definitely feel like he's talking real shit.
Okay.
You have to
I've-
think that, man.
yeah.
Like, what he
'cause, like-
posts, what he says.
Yes, because like you know we gotta. He's a genius, and a lot.
Bro, he is.
He is. And, okay. We can talk about that
You
some
can
other
tell
time.
who's a fan here.
if I sample some food at Costco's, did I make it?
Bro,
I
do
mean-
not put
I
him
mean,
down like that.
He's a sampler.
No.
He's a sampler.
Bro, Kanye is one of the greatest producers of our time.
He's a
He
sampler.
has one
He
of the
changed- he
greatest
changed-
discographies of our time.
That's that's why a lot of producers use samples right now because of Kanye West.
Kanye West, bro.
Swiss Beats makes original beats.
Do you
Timberland makes
like his
original
beats?
beats.
Every
No,
time,
I don't like his beats.
So shut up on that. Like every time you hear Swizz, that's
I like
original,
Timberland's beats.
but I don't like it.
I like Timberland's beats.
You think Timberland doesn't sample?
I love Timberland's beats.
You don't think he don't sample?
I'm talking about his
Everybody
original
samples.
beats.
Oh.
But anyway,
No, but like
Go ahead.
with Kanye West's mental health, I feel like you know, he's a very extremist, bro. Like
he is.
when he's gonna do it all the way. You know,
Yeah.
so that's we can that just a short thing for Kanye. I feel like he is speaking for mental health, and one of the core things I learned about Kanye is applied in Lovely Company and how I perceive
yeah.
mental health, because that interview when he was like, let's not approach hate with hate but
Mhm.
with love, and like really him saying that, of course at first I'd be like, what? Nah bro, why? Nah, because loving is not easy. Loving is hard. Loving is very hard. And before he was talking about mental health, he's like, oh, I'm Kanye West.
Yeah.
I'm not confident. I'm Kanye West. And now he's really like pointing to the fact like, look, it's okay to think of what you think. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be this, and it's okay to be that. And with Kanye West, his last album, Yay,
Yeah.
he was like, he was saying about, my mental health, what was
The
it?
intro, the first song.
He said something about my superpowers.
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
superpower.
That was the.
Oh,
Yeah.
my,
Was that the outro?
No, that was the intro. That was.
what was it?
It's off the song I thought about killing
Oh, my,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the first song.
yeah, my,
What's the name
yeah,
of it though?
yeah, my bipolar
Yeah.
thing is my superpowers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like that gave me
You
an
have to
insight of
throw in
like,
the,
that gave me an insight of like, wow, because it can be, like you can turn depression into success, like I did turn depression into Lovely Company.
Right.
Because now, bro, like I love life.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, when I would say I love life, I did not fully mean it.
yeah.
But right now, I love life, bro. I'm so glad I'm alive. I'm so glad that I'm in this interview talking about this, because like I've been manifesting this. God,
Nice.
this is God's plan, and really like with Kanye West, he inspired me. So I'm sure I wasn't the only one that he inspired. I'm sure he inspired a lot of people.
Yeah.
And him being just the big celebrity he is, or he doesn't even like the word celebrity, but him having the influence not just in America but everywhere.
Right.
And for him to talk about, dedicate a whole album for mental health it was a very, 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 very boss move for this generation, for sure.
And he really opened up on the album.
Yes.
Like, especially, he talks about...
With his daughters and stuff.
And then he talked about conversations he had with Kim and stuff on it. That's a very underrated album. I like it.
It's a very good album.
Yay?
Yeah. It's like, what, 5 or 6 songs?
No, I think it was him. I think it was just him and his choir in his ranch.
That's
in
Jesus
Wyoming.
is King.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Oh,
Jesus
my
King.
bad.
Yeah,
That
I
was the
think,
most recent one.
Okay.
I think Ye's like a few songs. It's like 7, I think, right?
Something. Yeah,
It was a short album.
Yeah, and I don't
It
think
was a good
anybody
album.
You
says
have
it's
Ye,
underrated.
you have Ghost Town, you have Violent Crimes.
The Violent Crimes was
Yeah, like having
that
like,
was
like having a
crazy.
daughter. Violent Crimes was.
And what was the album before that?
You
I think
have
that was the
King,
Jesus
Then you
King.
have Ye. Before that, it was The Life of Pablo.
See, Life of Pablo was like, you know what
You
I'm
didn't like
saying?
it?
It was cool. It's Kanye West,
Yeah.
different, but having
Well, chance.
having a mental health album right after that, amazing.
Yeah.
And
Shout
like,
outs to Kanye.
For like the original question, listening to his music, you just gotta think he's going through shit.
Dude, he goes through
from
things every
Jesus,
day.
Like you have My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, then
yup.
Life of Pablo. Yay! Like, how can you not think? Because
Of course.
for him to put these lyrics and music on paper, on tracks,
to be
he had to go through those thought processes.
Yep, to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like he said, vulnerable. Mental health is whatever superpower, and I say vulnerability is a superpower. Being transparent is a superpower. You know.
So what's next for your goals as far as your business, mental health? What's
I think
next?
the next big thing is to really expand this more in a soul of like, hey, we are really about this shit. And it's cool to come through. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is lovely company. They just have to accept it. And I feel like in the future we are gonna be really something in the city, man. I feel like we're just not gonna touch the dance world, but for sure we're gonna touch the local community.
Nice.
Like just this year we are planning to feed the homeless this November and December. You know, we're actually just really trying to help the community. You know, some Jaden Smith vibes type shit. You know, helping the community.
He's
And
really been heavy on that lately. He has like the
Yes.
recyclable clothes.
exactly.
He's
and
doing water.
Exactly.
He's
and
doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so like really like we are focused on dance thing, but we are really more than just dance for sure. And yeah, I can't wait to have a second interview with y'all with the update and everything. So
That'd be dope.
That's so dope.
So with your volunteering to feed the homeless, are you gonna ask for volunteers, or is it just gonna be like just your company?
I didn't even think about that. I think it's gonna be both.
Yeah.
It's gonna be both because we are gonna be cooking and making them plates. Because
Nice.
there's this local refrigerator downtown. You can put food in it,
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I
and
didn't
you know
know
you
that.
can put
I didn't know
put
that
some
either.
soup in it. You know, microwave that whole
Yeah.
and you know you can be warm in the cold winter.
Nice.
You know, and yeah, man, I feel like I completely 200% believe that you know Lovely Company is the next big thing in San Antonio, if not Texas, and if not the whole country, and if not the whole world
Yeah.
for sure.
That has to be your mindset, man. That's good.
It has to be. I have to jump outside the plane without the parachute.
Yeah.
I have to.
So today's Saturday. So if somebody wants to come by on Monday for a free class, where can they check it out at?
You guys can check it out in Instagram. It's at Lovely Company with 2 Y's. Or you can just DM me on Instagram at Josh Abenoja, Josh Abenoja. And yeah, man, just come through. Everyone's welcome. And we are very, very, very lovely over here. It's
Nice.
lovely. Yeah.
That's dope. Well, I appreciate you coming through. Where can people check us out at, Roy?
Watch us on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everywhere you can listen to a podcast at.
We're also working on coming to an adult website as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Streaming in betweening. But yeah, it's Turn Up the Mic. We appreciate y'all listening. Goodbye.